So, Mike, tell us about the big change to the president's schedule.
Well, Alex, we have seen, of course, President Biden really base his entire foreign policy on this idea that the 21st century is going to be defined by this contest of democracies like the United States versus autocracies like Russia and China. And you see that so clearly in the agenda for this G7 summit, which began on Friday with a focus on Ukraine, and that will end on Sunday as well, as President Volodymyr Zelensky is going to meet with the leaders of the G7 country. And just in the last few minutes, we've learned we'll have a sit-down one-on-one meeting with President Biden. You can be sure that the president's decision to green light the training and ultimately equipping of Ukraine with those F-16 fighter jets will be part of their conversation. The president, of course, will also hold a closing news conference Sunday afternoon before heading back to Washington. Now, Saturday was a very jam-packed schedule for the president, just concluded, in fact, about an hour ago. And the focus was really on China. It's not just the G7 who's here in Hiroshima, Alex. There were 8 other countries who were invited to participate as the leaders of the world's largest economies want to try to draw some of these other countries away from the economic influence that China has exerted over the course, especially of the last decade. They've talked about the economic coercion that China has used to try to build its relationships throughout the world through infrastructure, through development. President Biden making the point throughout the day that these democratic countries offer a better way. Let's listen to part of what the president had to say during one of his sit-down meetings today.
While our setting today is different, than our mission remains the same. And that is to advance our vision of a free, open, secure, and prosperous Indo-Pacific, and to demonstrate the capacity of democracies to deliver on in a shared region. I think people are going to look back at this, the Quad, and God willing, 10, 20, 30 years from now, and say it changed the dynamic not only of the region but the world.
Democracies deliver. That really has been the core message for President Biden. And that comment from the president came at a meeting of, you heard him mention it, the Quad, the leaders of the U.S., Japan, India, and Australia. Now, that gathering, as you remember, Alex, was supposed to happen in Sydney, Australia. The president, of course, had to cut this trip short so that he could get back to that other pressing business in Washington, the debt ceiling debate. Earlier today, President Biden was asked about the state of those negotiations. He said that he was still confident that a deal could be reached, but he called it, interestingly, a decent deal could be reached. It's interesting to watch how the rhetoric has been changing from optimism to that pause that we saw on Friday to potentially some talks getting back underway. But obviously, this is another issue that has been looming over the president's foreign travels here.